As we come back in right now, this is throw number 9, 47-45 in favor of Tyler. This is game number 3 of the elimination match. We're going kill shots. And a hit posted from both throwers on throw number 9, 55-53. If Tyler Flynn hits this kill shot here on throw number 10, he will solidify him going back to the championship to face off against Tim Haggard, awaiting in the championship. Final throw being thrown by Dustin. Looks like a hit. Tyler coming back and following up with a hit. So Tyler hitting that kill shot ends up making himself guaranteed second place and facing off against Tim Haggard. Congratulations to Dustin Wellman for getting third place in our Hatchet discipline here at Capital City Classic at X's and O's, Sterling, Virginia. 63-61 posted in that game number 3 versus Tyler Flynn and Dustin Wellman. An incredible showing with 2 hit kill shots by both throwers. So now we're going to take a very small break. We see right there in the white shirt on camera, that is Tim, and Tyler right there in the black and white hat. He's going to jump. We're going to jump right in here pretty soon to go into the championship. Now, Tim, if you're just tuning in, Tim is the A bracket winner, and Tyler is the B bracket winner. So Tyler has to beat Tim twice.
Oh, nobody's heard of him?
So Tim Haggard in the white versus Tyler Flynn there on the Tim Haggard's on the left in the white, and Tyler is on the right in the black. Whew. Glad I don't have to say that again.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
This is that was throw number 1 there. 6 and a 6 posted in this championship bracket. This is the final of this championship Sunday. Tim is an Ohio thrower. Big surprise there. Someone from Ohio throwing well.
Can you imagine?
Those guys have a solid crew of outstanding throwers and a large decoration of trophies that they brought home as well. So Tim, I did speak with him last night and congratulated him on winning the A bracket of bracket 4.
Nice.
And he just said it was surreal. He didn't even realize it was actually happening. And he's like, I just threw good. I'm like, no shit, bro. We were watching you. Oops. Sorry. No stuff. So Tim might be feeling a little bit of the nerves here. His axe also twisted coming out as we tote him. He throws 2 4s to give Tyler a 3-point lead. Tim, just take a step back and breathe, bro. Tyler's got to beat you twice, man.
Yep.
So I imagine Tim probably views Tyler as a mentor and someone he looked up to based on my experience and axe throwers that I've seen in the past, and one of your axe throwing heroes, if you will.
Absolutely.
So an opportunity for to do that, you might be a little starstruck, probably quite nervous going into this match, but cruise control nonetheless because you're the A bracket winner and you have to lose twice. But 3-point difference coming into this throw. Tyler posts a 6.
Tyler's been taking care of business.
Tim coming back and answering with a 6. So we look at different styles of throwing, and we look at Tim's throw here, and he's one of the few throwers that doesn't bring the axe back behind his ear.
Yeah, he's thrown
he keeps it
right in front there.
He keeps it in front of him.
Yep. Watch that. He's got it right in front of his shoulder there. He pulls it in,
and
that's his load.
He just moves straight forward.
Literally, he's muscling it straight into the board. And
now,
if you see the guy,
anyone with a beard can't do that. which also brings me to the point that it's highly unusual that we have 2 people in the championship with no beards.
That's true. We're a beardless championship. We have a significant amount of hair on Flynn, though. I think Flynn just finally gave up a point there. Yep. Flynn finally gave up 1 point. So, but it's wow, we got a 4-point game here. Tim.
So this is throw number 8 here. This is one of those moves where it might have been smart for Tim to go up and try and throw Tyler off a little bit. It's definitely one of a strategy that Tyler would have done.
Yep. And I watched Johnson do it twice today.
Lucas Johnson.
Yep.
In my own history, Lucas Johnson was the first person that I knew did that on, like, as a strategy a couple years ago.
Yep.
Shane Shep, retired extra now. And new pop. Yeah, he announced his retirement after the World Championship.
Wow.
He's got a baby, Cy.
Okay.
Him and Ashley, they have a baby, and I can definitely contest with 1 and a 3-year-old myself that it's hard to throw axes when
you got little ones.
When you have little ones, and also where he lives geographically, there's not many Wattle venues close.
And here we are, final throw, 2-point game, and Tyler drains it.
Tyler answers the call and solidifies that win on game number 1 here in the Hatchet Championship. Moving on to game number 2, a 61 posted by Tyler. Game number 2 here. This is the first set, and I say that because Tim is an A-bracket winner, and this is a double elimination tournament, meaning he has no losses, and in order for him to be eliminated, you have to have 2 losses.
Absolutely. Hence the name, double elimination. But if you've never thrown a tournament before and you're new to all this, that's how it's done. There's also, you can do a single elimination tournament, and there's sometimes you have the 0-2 bracket that plays the consolation games at the end, and they do that as single elimination. Those are fun tournaments.
Did you know the unofficially official 0-2 bracket was my idea at Choppers a few years ago?
Well, that's where we did it.
That was me. I'm the one that organized that.
Fantastic.
And every time it comes up, well, what can we do different? 0-2 bracket.
That's right. And you know what? Those brackets are a lot of fun because you'll catch a lot of throwers that that are basically new. There'll be a lot of home venue throwers that have gotten into the tournament because they just want to be part of the experience. They know they're not going to be able to compete at the high level, but they want to come out and have some fun. And you know what? The high-end X community, we want to let those people come and have fun. Where are we going to get our new throwers from, if not from the home venues, and let these people come in?
We want to have a positive experience walking away from these tournament weekends, because that is one of the ways that we can recruit new throwers and part of the new family members that we talked about before.
Yeah.
Throw number 3 here.
Looks like we had nothing but net.
Being posted, a 6-6, pure through 3 throws. Moving on to throw number 4 of game 2 of the first set of the championship Hatchet main event and X's and O's Capital City Classic in Sterling, Virginia.
It seems that Tim has settled down here, and he's throwing nothing but fire right now. And showing it off right there. And we're tied up into the 5th. And they line up their throws. Flynn's a quick throw off the line. Tim taking a little bit more time. He's earned it, though. Oop, might be a 5 on Tim's part. We'll see in a moment. 5-6. It was a 5. Tyler in the driver's seat.
We have one.
64 in a wire.
I just tuned into YouTube. We have 1 viewer.
Oh, all right.
Killing it.
Yeah.
29-30 going into this next throw here. Tyler staying pure. Tim with 1 slight hiccup.
Although I think Tyler just threw a 5 there.
Also a hiccup by Tyler there.
Yeah, you know what? That's the most likely axe to make a mistake on, is as soon as your opponent has given one, holding on to that lead, man, that's the toughest thing to do. That axe right after, that's an easy one to make a mistake because there's something in you that relaxes.
So 35-35 tied going to throw number 7 here.
And you can't let your guard down. You've got to find that killer instinct if you want to compete at this kind of level. And sometimes it just slips a bit.
So
Tyler
Tim
slipped twice there. Look at that.
Tim regains the lead.
How about that, folks?
So the 8th throw is a very important throw. As long as you keep it within 2, throw number 9 and 10, you most likely at this level will go up. Although I did see Tim not agree, which I'm fine with.
Yep.
I think that allows strategy. Actually, when Tyler was here in the broadcast booth with me on Friday, we talked about that, and he's also fine with it because it does allow for strategy. So another point gained back by Tyler there
right up.
for a tie game going into throw number 9. Tim taking a closer look. And he just touched his axe, so it's done.
All right. 9 tucks. And here they go. We're going up, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's done at the best of the best. Tyler drains it. And Haggard answers. We go to the 10th. Final throw in regulation. And they're both on the near shots. A little closer together than they would probably like to be, but that's the way it is. And Tyler off the mark. Haggard with a chance. Hey, did he get that?
Maybe a clip there from Tim. So as a thrower, Sheep Toast.
Hit. How about that?
Hit. Wow, it did not seem... Oh, hit and miss. Hit and miss.
Oh, hit and miss. It was a miss.
Okay. We misheard that live.
We
so
did
a hit
indeed.
and miss. And Tim wins the second game, forcing a rubber match. So this is it here. And by this is it, I mean if Tim ends up winning this game 3,
Yep.
he wins the championship.
Absolutely.
And outplays Tyler in the Capital City Classic. Now, this is a must-win for Tyler to force a whole nother set of best 2 out of 3. I totally lost my train of thought as a thrower. As a thrower, if you throw second,
Yeah.
do you look at the other throw? Do you look at the other score?
You almost have no choice because your eye, no matter
Kinda
how
have
much
to.
discipline you've got,
You
it's
hear
gonna
it.
flick over.
Yeah,
Right?
you hear it, and just curiosity kills the cat.
Yeah, that's it.
Me, at first I tried as a thrower to not look.
I do too.
But then I
try to avoid
accepted, you know what, just look. Just look and find out what you got to do. Because more times than not, I like to throw second because I do fist bumps, I yell, I scream, and what I don't want to do is do that while you're trying to set up the throw. And I'll tell that to my opponent, like, look, man, you should probably throw first because if you don't, I might distract you a little bit on accident. I get hyped.
Oh, yeah. I get hyped too. If you ever had a chance to throw with me, I hope you have a good time. But, I sometimes get a little excited. Look at that. They've traded 5s and 6s, and we're tied right up at deep into third.
Cap City coin. I don't know what the Cap City coin is. I thought he was talking about my 64 coin that you gave me earlier. I was touting ego stroke here. I thought he was talking about that. He's talking about a Cap City coin.
I don't know what a Cap City coin is. Well, let's figure that out.
Yeah.
Who's a local? What's a Cap City coin? What do you know? Who's asking?
Yeah, I think it's a Wellman and Woodson. Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, that's cool. So to answer your question about that Cap City coin, no, I did not get one. I'm not sure how you get one, but I did not get one.
Yeah, we don't qualify.
Anthony was just educating us on what that was.
He's got a gold coin around here. He handed one of those.
Game number 3 of the first set. Tim A bracket, Tyler B bracket. If Tim wins this game, he will go on to tout the title of Capital City Classic along with Mark Tishko from last year.
And Tyler just threw 3 5s in a row, but he's just answered with a 6. Let's see what Tim does. A 5. No, it's a 6. Boy, oh boy. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, man.
A little bit backwards there. It's a 28-27 game going into the turn. 1 point difference in favor of Tim, the A bracket winner.
Listen to what Rob says instead of what I say. Tyler flicks in.
Let's turn the camera on us.
I know.
Let's get our beautiful faces on us. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's turn that off.
Oh, we got to get the beer in here first.
All right. Let's turn that back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheep Toast and Leverance.
I am Rob Leverance, and this is
Mr. Sheep.
the co-host, Sheep Toast, with a guest commentary appearance. Thank you for coming in, by the way.
Hey, bye.
2-point spread going into throw number 7.
Wow.
A bullseye hit from Tyler. I don't remember Tyler throwing this fast.
I think he's.
Does he normally throw at this pace?
I think he's got. He's going a little more rapid, I think, than he normally would.
I think he
and
knows
that
he
might
has a
be-
job to do, and he's
Yeah.
just getting up to the line and doing it.
Yeah, but he's made a few mistakes while trying to do that. So sometimes you gotta slow down, you gotta breathe, you gotta reset your brain.
So Tyler calls kill here on throw number 8. This is a tactic that sometimes can throw off your opponent a little bit. And Tyler looks like he hit it.
Has worked. Tim's thrown a 5, So what have we got here
Oh,
now?
he missed the kill shot. Now,
Is this for glory then?
this throw right here, Tim looked at Tyler as if he was going to go up. But there's no situation if you want to win this where you should. Tyler ends up following up with a hit, and Tim is now in the driver's seat. All he has to do is land the axe in the wood, and he does. We have one more throw here, but it won't be relevant because Tyler no longer has kill shots available.
Yep.
He's thrown his two that you have. And Tyler's probably telling that to Tim right now that you just won.
Yeah. Hey!
Tyler throws it down. That is Tyler's 10th throw as a concession to that. And congratulate. Oh, cross-court shot right here for a kill shot by Tim, our Capital City Classic champion here. And some would say a dark horse and a hit cross-court kill shot. Congratulations to Tim Haggard for besting Tyler Flynn. 2 Ohio throwers. Tim has got to be ecstatic right now to beat one of his mentors and fellow Ohioans in Tyler Flynn. Great run by Tyler Flynn, who got second place in this tournament. And Tim Haggard came out of nowhere.
Yeah, how about that?
To win his bracket for yesterday, the main event, and then follow up winning the championship.
How about that, man? You know,
I don't know, but my bracket, I can tell you this right now, would not have had Tim Haggard as the winner.
I wouldn't have chosen that either.
So, way to go, Tim.
From downtown Ohio, bringing in the heat and taking out the Flynn.
So that will wrap up the festivities of throwing of objects, including knives and hatchets and big axes. That was the final portion of our event here at the Capital City Classic at Axes and O's in Sterling, Virginia.
And we're going to hang on just for a moment and try and watch the presentation of the trophy here. It should be coming out shortly.
The owner of Axes and O's, Tara, will be going out there. She's making her way right now through the crowd that has been stopping and watching this tournament. She has got the big check. She's got the big check for nearly $2,200 for first place.
That's U.S. too.
Not a bad paycheck.
I'm a Canadian, so that's like 10 grand.
Congratulations to Tim. What an epic run for him. That he just beat Tyler Flynn in the championship at the Capital City Classic at Axes and O's.
Yeah. And there's the announcement. You can hear the crowd behind us. And speaking of behind us, we've got the guys that made the trophies today are 5-axe design, and they are some beautiful things.
The Hatchet trophy, which I held in my hands earlier, and I was happy to do that because I'm not sure I'll ever hold a first place trophy in my hands, right? Made by Brad Woodson at 5-Axes Designs, which we can see here. It had an etching of a king of diamonds on the pole of the little sort of point on the pole, and
nice.
Also on the blade, and on the other side of the metal, it also had some etching along with down the handle. A beautiful trophy. Congratulations to Tyler here for getting second place. Dustin third place.
Yep.
I also want to give a great congratulations shout out to Lucas Johnson for the run that he had today.
Absolutely, man. That's it comes so close from tearing the whole thing right up down in the traditional send-off of the trophy axe, and it's on the floor.
Our winner for Hatchet, Tim Haggard.
Tim Haggard, everybody.
Tim Haggard,
The champion of the Capital City Classic. This is the second annual. Last year was Mark Tishko, also the U.S. Open champion that year.
Yeah.
So hopefully Tim stays pure and comes out to some of these big tournaments because he might be going on a hot run here as we see him send his first place Hatchet trophy that we just talked about with those special custom etchings.
Yeah. The Colossus. Here we go.
By
it's on the floor.
5X's Designs.
Hashtag throw better.
But once again, just an ode to 5X Designs for a quality axe made because it was a hit and a drop and it's still intact.
I know, right? Yeah, it didn't fall apart. And there's the big check. Ladies and gentlemen.
There's Tim in the white shirt, and that's Tara Hampton, the owner of Axes and O's and the captain of this ship and efficient crew that she has here. An outstanding weekend
This has been a great weekend.
And great staff here. The bartenders and servers and kitchen staff in the back are all very friendly and welcoming and efficient and attentive. The pit crew here spawned the idea of the pit crew competition, which someone out there, if you're listening, because I'm really bad at emailing, but someone send Waddle that email. I did earwig Tyler Flynn, who is now a staff member of Waddle.
Oh, yeah.
And he was all about the pit crew competition at the U.S. Open.
All right, tell me about a pit crew competition. How
Oh, we
did you do
didn't.
that?
We didn't talk about this.
I haven't talked about it. Let me hear it.
So what I'd like to see for funsies, because boards have to be changed anyways at these big tournaments,
Damn
right?
right.
The ESPN broadcast.
Yeah.
And how fun would it be in the stands as a fan to see a pit crew competition for changing the boards?
Like speed, like changing all the tires on the Formula One cut.
Yes.
Yes,
And so
I love it.
what I'd like to see, that's the idea, right? And we can figure out the ramifications of those and the details of that. But what I'd like to see, just pooping on paper is what I call brainstorming, is I would love to see some power tool sponsorships stepping up their game.
Bring it.
And sponsoring the pit crew.
That's
because
a hell of
what
an
better
idea.
way to prove your tools than to be the fastest board change tools?
Damn right.
So what we want to do there is we want to get some sponsors and power tools, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Ryobi. Let's step it up, guys.
Akita.
If anyone
Don't
has
forget
any
Makita,
connections
man.
there, Waddle just started a program where if you sign someone up, you get a cut of signing up a big sponsor, which is a great program and a good kickback. But let's try and find some tool sponsors. Let's try and get this pit crew thing. There was one small flaw in this idea that I had.
Oh, what's that?
If someone isn't throwing in the championships,
Yeah.
they're not going to go just for the pit crew competition. Which my answer to that is, let's just make it happen. Let's get some sponsorships. Let's get throw it forward behind it. Let's just get some venues behind it.
Yeah.
Let's get water behind it. We can make it happen. I mean, we're just talking about money here. Money can be made.
Yep.
So that was an idea here, and let's recap right now this weekend. Friday, we had Big Axe and Knives. Saturday, we had the main event on Hatchet, and Championship Sunday included the duels portion, played all the way through from beginning to end, rather, and then followed by Knives and Big Axe, and then Hatchet. And we saw duels, Lucas and Ian Malpass win the duels portion of that, and it's like kind of autopilot from this point right now. We had Knives next, which we saw Lucas Johnson best Tyler Flynn.
Yep.
And then in Big Axe, we saw Lucas Johnson win against...
I've heard that name before. Who's this Lucas Johnson guy?
Lucas Johnson ended up winning Big Axe, and then we go to Hatchet, where Tim Haggard
comes out of Ohio.
coming out of Ohio.
Who comes out of Ohio?
He must have been wearing camouflage because no one really knew who he was before he came into this, and now he is 100% made a name for himself.
If he didn't have a target on his back before, he sure does now.
Yes.
And here's the thing, this is the level at which we throw at. When you get hot, you get hot, and it's tough to beat somebody who's hot, right?
Yeah, so congratulations to Tim. Tyler Flynn got second. Third place was Dustin Wellman.
Wellman made it third, yep.
Fourth was Hayden Brown.
Yeah, Hayden was Brown, and then in fifth, I believe we had Johnson was one of the fifths, and I can't remember.
There's ties for fifth. So we also want to give a shout out to Jesse Hummel, who just walked by. He was just over here a second ago. He was our photographer for the weekend, and photographers in general, I think, are definitely superheroes. The heroes without capes.
Come on in, lean
and
in.
Jesse Hummel in the camera right there. Thank you for all the hard work that you do and representing everything that's good here and capturing the moments that will never be forgotten because of you. Thank you.
Yeah, and I just want to say, Rob, this Capital City Classic, second year in a row, underdog territory. It is a launch pad.
Yeah.
So Tishko last year, this was his momentum, started right here.
We touched on that point earlier. What Jesse's referring to is Tishko won last year's Capital City Classic and then went on to win the U.S. Open later that year.
I told Tim
in the summer.
I said, before you pull that hatchet, know that this is where Tishko took off.
Yeah.
And
it's a platform.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Great point there made by Jesse Hummel.
Probably one of the more exciting moments that I've seen.
Yeah.
Downrange.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, thank you, Jesse.
So, how are you feeling right now, Sheep Toast? Where are we going?
I think that's the end.
I think we're going to be signing off.
When's the next big one? Do we know? Is that
So-
the U.S. Open? Is the next big one?
The next major broadcast,
Yeah.
U.S. Open and World Championships. The next Tier 1,
Yeah, where's that?
I believe, is the Keystone Classic,
Keystone Classic. Okay.
which is happening at the end of March.
One more trophy to give out.
We also have the tournament labeled the Clash, happening in College Station, Texas, not too far from me. That is Tony Luce's. That is his venue.
Tony Luce.
The
Man, can he throw a knife?
incredible knife thrower.
However, never
he's-
mind.
I don't know. I don't.
For those of you who don't know,
I cannot remember what tier it is. It's not a tier 1. I know that for
tier 1?
sure. It's either a tier 2 or tier 3. But I've seen some of the roster that's going to be showing up there,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a good tournament.
All right.
It's only an hour and a half from where I live, so I am going to try and get away to get to that one. So those two are in March. In April, there'll be a big tournament in Indianapolis, the Pro League Series at Ryan Gustin's venue, the Flying Squirrel.
all right.
After that, I don't know.
All right. And don't forget, we got tournaments up in Canada, too. It's just, I can't remember where in the heck any of them are. So they exist. I just want you to know.
Well, Sheep Toast, it's been a pleasure you joining me in the broadcast booth here. It's been
Thanks,
a great
Rob.
tournament, an amazing tournament weekend, great championship Sunday, and we're going to be signing off here. Thanks for joining in and watching. Thanks for the comments, and we'll see you next time.
All right, folks. Over and out.
Just have to go to the